5:32 and big news from day one of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. Just 2 days after an assassination attempt, former President Trump standing beside his new VP pick, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance.
Heightened security in Milwaukee and right here at home at Trump locations across New York. Eyewitness News reporter Phil Taitt is live in one of those locations. What's the very latest, Phil?
Yeah, well, last night kicked off the Republican National Convention. The former president back in front of a crowd for the very first public appearance since his assassination attempt. Well, this was after he appeared wounded just last night. Let's get straight to that video right now from just hours ago as he was in front of a sea of supporters of more than 50,000 attendees, including 2,400 Republican delegates. An energized Trump received a warm welcome as he entered the arena in Milwaukee with a giant bandage over his ear. A reminder for many as to what could have been a much worse situation in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday. Well, this, as all eyes were on Trump, one of the most anticipated moments of his campaign happened when he named 39-year-old Ohio Senator J.D. Vance as his running mate, who's seen as one of the faces of the Republican Party. Now, Vance was elected to the Senate in 2022 after defeating Congressmember Democrat Tim Ryan for an open seat in Ohio. Well, Vance was once a critic of the former president. Now he's standing by his side.
What are Republicans running on? Delivering the peace and prosperity that Donald Trump already delivered in his 4 years. What are Democrats running on? Lies and complete distortions of people's records.
Now, back here in New York, the NYPD had met with Secret Service and did a walkthrough of Trump Tower to discuss additional security efforts. And we're told that when the former president and his family are here at Trump Tower, we will see a ramp up in law enforcement. We're outside of Trump Tower this morning. I'm Phil Taitt, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.